And finally, we're back after delays with COVID-19. Basketball is back here in Western Pennsylvania. Welcome, everyone. I'm Ty Polk, joined by Dr. Karen Coach Hall.
Yes,
Glad to be with you
indeed,
for the
Tyler.
first time.
Tyler, it's good to be back. We're about to tip off, can you believe it, the 2020-2021 season in January.
I think it's more 2021, but hey, better late than never.
Yeah, I'm sure all the athletes are excited about it. The coaches, they work hard all summer, and then to have a delay, I'm sure they're ready to go.
Absolutely, and one big thing this year is the new format for the Whitfield tournament.
Yeah, that's really funny because, I'm an 80s kid, high school kid, and they were talking about this open tournament, and I was actually in the paper the day they did the article. I had no idea of any open tournament or anything. All I knew that it's just tournament time. So it'll be interesting to see. Some coaches are in favor, other coaches not too excited about it.
Well, how do you feel? Because in that open tournament in 1984, you led Mount Avella with 26 points on the way to a 4A championship win. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it was great times back then. But yeah, I'm kind of lukewarm on that because you want to earn your way into the playoffs. You don't want to just walk your way in, and I can understand why some coaches aren't too excited about that.
Well, we're about to get underway here, and man, it's so exciting to see basketball back in Pittsburgh. High school basketball. We'll start with the girls basketball division here. It's the Woodland Hills Wolverines versus the Gateway Gators.
Yeah, Woodland Hills, they're coming into from last season with a 20-6 record. So I'm sure they'll be ready to defend the WPIL 5A semifinalists from last year.
And we're underway here as it's Marina Grado with the ball. Driving, layup. Not this time. The rebound is by Carmen Vasquez. Now she passes it off to Jasmine Dunn. Dunn passes over to Fisher. Back to Dunn. To Fisher once more. Inside. And Peyton Pinckney couldn't get a hand on that one as that'll go the other way for Gateway.
Tyler, it'll be interesting to see how sharp each team comes out with. Not too many of these teams have had games prior to today.
Absolutely. Gateway last year was the #1 defensive team in 5A. So it's going to be stingy defense from these Gators as, again, a little bit of hot potato with the ball as it'll go the other way for Woodland Hills.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You want to come out as sharp as you can, but when you've had such a layoff, you have to get yourself going and mentally prepared and physically moving in preparation.
So it's Walter, double, and a foul. They'll call push.
Yeah, both coaches are intense, just like the players. They got to get themselves going on that sideline.
So it's Walter. Ball up top. Couldn't handle that one, but now she's got it back. Dribble handoff to Pinckney, the Eastern Michigan commit.
So what I see here, there's no shot clock in Western Pennsylvania. And you can tell by this play right here, it's not very sharp, and they're moving away from the basket opposed to attacking.
And out of bounds, it'll go the other way for Gateway. A little bit of hot potato over here. People can't handle the ball right now. Inside pass, and that's Grado for the first basket of the night.
She could become a trivia question for the 2021 season.
Absolutely. So now it's Fisher. Fisher blocked.
Yeah, that's a good way to get yourself moving.
So early on, Gateway's defense showing up once again. As it's Dunn. Dunn crossover. Over to Vasquez. Vasquez on the drive. And a blocking foul. And she'll go to the line.
It's a good way to see aggressive play early, especially when you've had a long layoff. You want to be aggressive to the basket, draw some early fouls, and get in the flow of the game.
So what do you expect to see from this game? The first game of the season, no shot clock, so I imagine offenses will be taking some time.
Well, exactly how it's already started. I'm not surprised with the two quick turnovers, one by each team. The pace is quite slow right now. So it's just a matter of all the players getting back into the flow of going up and down.
And Vasquez mixes both but gets it right back.
Nice penetration. That's good penetration, even though
Not this time for
Jasmine missed
Dunn.
it.
As back the other way goes Magolis. Inside. And that's Dynasty Shagog. She'll be going to Cal next year, Cal, PA.
Yeah, that was a nice hard play. I mean, she went aggressive. And with the left hand, that was very impressive. From one end to the other, Shagog knocks that to the wall.
Woodland Hills scored 45.3 points per game offensively last year. It was 14th in WPIAL 5A. And it's interesting to see because I'm sure we're going to see a ton of Peyton Pinkney getting the ball inside for the Wolverines. Long pass over to Dunn.
Yeah, I think once Peyton touches the ball, I mean, that's really right now her first touch. She
Pinkney
would truly
post
be
up.
aggressive to the hoop.
Not this time. So back the other way, Oliver inside pass, and that's blocked by Kayla Walter.
Yeah, good recovery. Very good recovery.
So mass substitutions in for Gateway. Nyla Jordan in for Gateway, along with Jyla Oliver. And Oliver has the ball, as well as Becca Ryan and Janela Bailey.
Yeah,
Back
that's
the other
an
way, it's Fisher.
interesting substitution. All 5 subs at half point of the first quarter.
It's nice to see the hockey change in basketball. So it's Walter. Walter on the drive. Kick out pass over to Vasquez for 3. That one just a little short, but inside is Pinkney. Off the glass, couldn't get it go. Vasquez on the rebound.
Loving
And
the
she'll pull it out.
domination inside right now. Loving the domination by the post players.
Walter over to Dunn. Dunn loses the ball, but she's fouled. A reach. That foul on number 24, Jamela Bailey. Vasquez harassed.
Well, you can see why
go to the line.
Gateway was they ranked in the defense because right now they're all over the ball.
Correction, she won't go to the line, but inside is Pinkney. Pinkney, stingy defense for 3. That one just a little off. Pinkney gets it back. Pinkney. And she's fouled. Correction, Pinkney fouls. A little bit of an elbow. And it'll go the other way for Gateway.
Tyler, you can see that Gateway has their hands on every ball, whether Woodland Hills is putting it down or shooting it. They're very active with their hand motion.
Is it a full court press or is it just more half court
Well,
by
that
Woodland
was a
Hills?
3/4 court press, but Woodland Hills was in a full court press.
That one didn't go in for Gateway, and back the other way goes Woodland Hills. 4-0. Quick moving game. Vasquez couldn't get the rebound, but the other way, that'll go for Gateway. And it's Oliver. Oliver, 3/4 court press. She gets past the timeline. Over to Bailey. One more pass to Ryan. Inside shot. And she'll go to the line. Amaya White.
Yeah, they called the foul. Looked like she may have taken a couple extra steps. But you know what? When they don't call it, you take what they give you.
That one on Jasmine Fisher. First one drops in. It says 1 for the guests, but that's the home team, so
Yeah.
it's probably 5-0 Gateway. A little bit of a scoreboard mishap there.
Yes.
Both go at the line. So it's a tough guarding game.
Yeah, I mean, they're both in, you got Woodland Hills in the full court. You have Gateway in a half court. But I like the energy coming out of Gateway right now. You can feel they got some spirit to them. Their team is talking. You know, that fuels an offensive team out there. And it can be an intimidating factor to the defense.
For three, that one a little bit off. But it'll stay with Gateway. Apparently it was last touched by Woodland Hills.
Yeah, both teams are struggling on the perimeter. On the outside, the perimeter shooting is not very good at this time.
So it's the inbounds to Dunn. Trib High School Sports Network's second team in 5A. That one goes away, and back goes the other way for Gateway. Ryan. Swatted by Pinckney, now counting as a steal for her. Walter. She'll slow up. Over to Pinckney. She'll try for three. Not this time.
Yeah, it's interesting because both teams are having a difficult time finding the rim. I mean, they're doing not a bad job inside, but perimeter shooting, they're way off.
And once again, subs for Gateway.
Yeah, every coach has their substitution style, and right now we see massive 5-and-5 subs with Gateway.
Long pass on. Grado, mid-range shot goes.
Nice lefty, southpaw.
And she's got 4, so currently she's the leading scorer. Walter, that one bounces out, sticking with it. And that's Hope Hopkins.
Yeah, if we had a shot sheet right now, we would clearly see Woodland Hills dominating the post.
So she gets Woodland Hills' first 2 of the game. And it's coming with 2:35 left.
Looked like
Curtis Williams didn't like that one.
Looked like that could have been a shooting foul. Guess not.
Up top. That one doesn't go for Weiskircher. So it's Walter.
I like Walter's low dribble to the ground. When you dribble low to the ground, your percentages of having the ball stolen is very low.
Vasquez, that one doesn't go. And that one off of her foot, and it'll go the other way for Gateway. So what's up with Woodland Hills right now, from your vantage point?
Yeah, on the offensive set, they're struggling on the perimeter. They're getting second and third shots inside, but they are not converting. So really, you got to bring it out and work the ball and the passes a little bit more. Again, no shot clock, so you can be more deliberate and make your offense look sharper. But they're totally struggling on the offensive set, and there's little movement. They're all standing and passing.
Knocked out of bounds by Pinckney. Still Gateway ball. So it's Grado. Currently the leading scorer for this game.
Yeah,
Dribble handoff failed a little bit there. Nice play by Walter. And a foul. They'll call it on Dynasty Shagog.
Yeah, that was a bad handoff. You want to get your elbows out. And Shagog's a senior. So if she's looking to go to the next level, that's one of those basic fundamentals. You squeeze the ball, elbows out, and then you hand it off in the hand of your teammate, elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. So we'll see if Woodland Hills pass and moves. Right now they're passing and standing, and there's a lot more dribble than passing.
Pinckney, 3 bodies converge on her every time she has the ball, so it's clear she's a point of emphasis.
Well, it makes sense. She just needs to be aware of when to use that dribble. As you've seen, she put the ball down and the whole defense collapsed. They have Sierra Guest listed as 6'2". So if that's the case, they definitely have size on the inside for Woodland Hills.
Walter fell double on Pinckney. Pinckney still managed to get away with it, but they'll call a walk.
Yeah, it's a double dribble. Two little extra dribble there. You know, if I were Woodland Hills coach, I would continue to throw that ball down in the post because that's where they're being successful. They're not converting right now, but they are having success getting the ball.
Gateway is getting to Pinckney on the catch, and currently right now Woodland Hills has got to solve it. Little hot off the hands for White. Long pass over, saved by Pavlik over. Up top, Walter stole it.
Yeah,
But they
I
call a
love
foul.
that defense. You know, they sent the 2 men at the ball for the trap on that defensive set for Woodland Hills, and you see they almost got the turnover. Great energy on that defensive end. Yeah, you pick up your intensity on the defense, not the offensive end.
We're approaching a minute in this first quarter. Gateway up 8-2. One more pass, and that's to Margolis. That one doesn't go. Margolis gets it back. Margolis, step back three. Almost bounced in for a rebound, Woodland Hills. And it's Dunn on the fast break. Dunn stops up. Dunn, now she's doubled a little bit. Pinckney. Excellent effort to get that shot up, but it doesn't go. Dunn off the backboard. Pinckney inside. And that'll go.
Woodland Hills is working really hard inside. They're getting their hands on the ball, but they're turning the ball. Slow it down more so when you get it inside, you can finish like Pinckney just finished. She gets the and one at the line.
So Pinckney at the line looking to convert the and one. Not this time. Rebound, Margolis. Margolis past the timeline.
Don't reach.
A little pass over and she gets it back. Margolis, cross court. Bailey. Bailey blocked by Sierra Guest.
Yeah, 6'2", she's listed down.
Here in the second quarter. So it's Grado. Now it's Oliver. Around the horn, back to Oliver. Grado again. Gateway going a little bit slow, trying to lull the defense to sleep.
See, if you
Bailey.
watch the offense again, Tyler, I mean, they scored. You know, you had Bailey get that 15-foot shot, but they're passing and standing. Get some cut through that defense.
That pass by Pinckney didn't go. So now it's Gateway. And it's Grado bringing it up.
Yeah, so you can just see the defense just sitting there and with no offensive rebounds from Gateway.
So back the other way, it's Dunn. Dunn, pass over to Vasquez. Vasquez on the drive. Vasquez, she'll go to the line.
Yeah, she's aggressive going down to the basket. She doesn't mind putting the ball on the floor. She missed her first 2 free throws of the game earlier, so let's see what she does now.
So, bit of housekeeping over here. It seems that they have counted that shot at the end of the quarter because right now on the scoreboard, it's 13-4 Gateway.
I'll say it this way. That's why they're the officials, and that's why we're the broadcasters. They make the call. It's interesting, though, because it hit the top.
As a coach, when you see something like that, I bet you didn't like it whenever it happened to you.
Well, when that happened, I just thought this could be a long night. That's the first thing that crossed my mind as a player and as a coach.
And Vasquez gets that shot to go, so it's 13-5 Gateway. 8-point lead.
So here they double the ball on every pass. Woodland Hills is working to double the ball.
In the corner, and that's Jordan. That one doesn't go. Gateway gets it back. Another three. And that one goes for Alexis Margolis. Quickly goes Woodland Hills. Dunn on the drive. Not this time.
I don't know. Margolis came from out of bounds, inbounds. Got away with that one.
For three. Not this time for Margolis. Nice move by Pinckney. She'll go all the way to the hole. But they call charge.
Yeah, headed to college. She's headed to Eastern Michigan. Right, she'll play with her body facing the basket. In that situation, she's going to have to learn to stop and pop. Because at the next level, they're going to be 6'5" and 6'6". That's not going to work at the next level. And it didn't work here because she was out of control.
So Pinckney right now, I guess you could say she inhabits the power forward in high school. You would say she'd be more of a on the wing.
She's going to face the basket at the next level. She'll be playing on the perimeter. Yeah, she'll play on the perimeter at the next level because, like I said, when you leave here, the posts get taller. They grow. And so does the perimeter players. You got 6'2" guards at the next level, 6'5" posts. So she will not be playing too much with her back facing the basket at the next level. I mean, 6 foot at the next level is a guard. And right now, I mean, they'll throw her in the weight room. She'll get stronger. But that skill set for the post play at the next level probably won't work too good as it is now.
So it's Oliver in the corner. Pavlik over to Margolis, back to Pavlik. All swatted, but Pavlik picks it back up. Up top, Jordan, back to Pavlik.
So Woodland Hills has gone man-to-man, and you can see Gateway just backing up. Their offense is getting closer and closer to the half-court line. Too much dribbling and poor spacing.
So Gateway will go to the line, and that's to the line shooting two is Jayla Oliver.
So, Tyler, what needs to happen? So Pavlik is running their point right now. She has to recognize what defense Woodland Hills is in. And stop and pop. Good pass.
Inside pass. Nice little play there by Azane Milner. Just past 5 minutes gone. It's Gateway up 9.
Yeah, Dunn's playing that passing lane. Almost had to steal. Heading in the passing lane, got a tip on it. Deflection on the ball.
Side inbound.
Yeah.
So it's Margolis.
Yeah.
Over to Shagog.
Nice hard move.
Shagog.
Oh,
Off the glass. That one doesn't go.
I'm excited about her.
So here's Jasmine Dunn. Over to Walter for three. Not this time. Rebound goes to Gateway. Here comes Pavlik. And no call travel.
Yeah, she's seen her too late. Caused a turnover. So Gateway's picking up back in their zone press.
Pinckney spin move. Nice play.
Yeah, that was very nice play. Good recognition of where the defense was. Nice finish with the left.
She's got 4. That one a little bit short for Shagog. Back the other way goes Dunn. She's hacked.
Looks like both teams are in the bonus the rest of this quarter.
Woodland Hills very sparingly on the subs compared to Gateway.
Yeah, well, and I don't know, that's not a bad thing. Coming back off of not playing for a couple months. And obviously these are his key people. You know, most coaches, they have between 5 and 9 deep players. That's usually the deepest most teams can go.
Second one doesn't go for Fisher. So it's Gateway. Margolis with the ball. Shagog. Grado in the corner for 3. That one might have been a little bit blocked. So here's Dunn. Vasquez. Vasquez going to the hole. That one bounces high off. Pinckney couldn't get the English for that one, and Gateway has the ball going the other way. Pavlik. Over to Shagog. Last touch by Woodland Hills.
Yeah, you know, the passes are all over the place right now. I mean, you can see players know where they want to go. Just got to pass it a little quicker.
More substitutions for Gateway, as in is number 1, Amaya White. Shagog steps in for the shot. That one doesn't go. She gets it right back. This time she'll drive. And she'll go to the line.
Yeah, she's very aggressive. She is strong and has great footwork. You know, she looks a little deceptive out on the perimeter, but clearly she can put the ball on the floor and take it to the basket.
Third foul on Pinckney. As she'll go to the line. That's Dynasty Shagog. So you mentioned that you liked Shagog. Can you tell us again?
Yeah, I mean, she's strong. Her body is strong. And she's deceptively quick down in the post. And she's not afraid to put the ball on the perimeter, which means that's pressure on the defense when you have a post player that can dribble the ball from out to inside. So she puts pressure on the defense, but she's very aggressive with the basketball. Scoring mentality.
So that one went for Shagog, and now it's a 17-10 lead for Gateway. That ball's stolen. That's off the foot of Grado.
So the penetration was really good by Grado. Again, you got to learn when to stop and pop. When you dribble below that free throw line, you're going to run into huge traffic. That's when you got to stop and pop. Shoots a 5-foot shot. Yeah.
Miller, or White, excuse me, was a little bit of a triple team there.
So the one dribble and pass drives coaches nuts because you don't go anywhere. You know, when you dribble the ball, you want to attack and move closer to the basket. And in this case, it created a turnover.
So back the other way is Grado.
No.
White wanted to pass it to Shagog, but it's stolen by Dunn. She'll go all the way to the hoop. Couldn't get the English off the glass. And back the other way goes Margolis for 3. Bounces out. And now it's Walter for Woodland Hills. Walter all the way to the hoop. No foul called. Dunn for 3. And it goes.
Yeah, that's about one of a few first jump shots for Woodland Hills outside the paint. Again, they're getting a lot of shots inside that paint, but they're just not finishing. You know, their score would be elevated probably by 10 points if they made 5 of those baskets inside.
She's got 5 right now.
A lot of deflections on shots. Woodland Hills getting their hands on a lot of Gateway shots.
Dunn all the way. That one doesn't go.
So, again, how you practice layups and jump shots, That's what we see out here. And we can see a lot of the players are driving in hard, which is great. They're going to the basket hard, but they're coming down and up. And you can see the ball going over the basket, opposed to clearly off the glass, nice and soft, and finishing with the two. You got to practice coming up and over. But we watch TV, right? Everybody watch the pros and college players doing the same thing. When you see them making it, you don't say anything, but percentages could be low.
So Woodland Hills will get bonus shots. First one doesn't go for Walter. Both free throws don't go for Walter. So jump ball possession arrow remains with Woodland Hills. 59 seconds left in the half. It's Vasquez. Vasquez on the drive, off the glass, that one doesn't go. Guess on the rebound, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Woodland Hills, they've been dominating the offensive boards. That's not their problem. They're getting rebounds off of missed shots. They're getting second and third chances. They're being bailed out with the foul, but they could have so many more and one if they just take their time and finish the layup.
The first one goes for Vasquez. Not the second. 50 seconds left in the first half of the return to basketball after the COVID-19 stoppage. So it's Grado. Jordan inside, stolen by Vasquez.
So there's really no hurry. They got a whole 25 seconds to play. And you can see the defense is forcing the tempo, but you got 25 seconds to get a good shot.
25.4 to be exact.
Just rounding it off. That's a good post. Bad pass.
Post-up pass doesn't work as it's stolen by Gateway. Back the other way. That one is blocked. Oliver bounces out. The rebound, and Gateway will go to the line. Fouls on Guess. And the first one doesn't go for Becca Ryan.
Both teams are struggling also from the free throw line, if you've noticed that. I'd love to see the stat at halftime.
And neither does the second go. Absolutely. So it's done.
So now you want to be aware of the
Stolen.
clock.
And it's Grado, but it's back to Dunn for three at the buzzer. That one well off. As that will end the first half. And it's the Gateway Gators up 3. The score, Gateway 17, Woodland Hills 14. Welcome back to the Roxamore Sports halftime report as Gateway is leading over the Woodland Hills Wolverines 17-14, and it's been a good start back to basketball here, Karen.
Yeah, this is good to have basketball back in Western Pennsylvania. It's been quite several months of a hiatus for Western Pennsylvania teams. So it's good that we have fans here. Not a whole bunch, of course, but we have fans here. You got the cheerleaders. The basketball atmosphere is back.
Absolutely. The atmosphere will be different from school to school. I imagine it's going to be much different whenever we go back to Woodland Hills. So it's just been a fantastic night so far. It's just really happy to have basketball back. But there's one person we haven't talked a lot about is Jasmine Dunn, 5 points so far, and she's really been the person leading the way in terms of starting the offense for the Wolverines.
Yeah, it's really good to have a floor general to run your offense. Dunn has been controlling the ball. She's been breaking the press, and she's been making sure that her teammates are where they need to be. She's been doing a good job getting the ball down inside to Pinckney, and Vasquez has been doing a great job on the offensive boards also.
Absolutely. Vasquez and Pinckney, both the Twin Towers in a way, along with Ciara Guest, who hasn't got on the score sheet, but really had a shining defensive sequence in which she had a block and a steal to get the ball back for Woodland Hills.
Yeah, that's good aggressive play. Again, when you haven't played in a while, you want to keep moving to get the rust off you, to get back in the flow of the game, to get yourself involved in a game and not just stand around and be a spectator. Absolutely.
There's one person that hasn't been a spectator. It's Peyton Pinckney. The offense runs through her for Woodland Hills, and though Gateway has done their best to neutralize her, 4 points so far, it's going to be tough the rest of the way for them.
Yeah, but she'll start the second half with 3 fouls, right? But she's been aggressive on the board. Those shots will come. She's getting the shots. She didn't make too many this first half. Second half, she'll calm herself down. She'll finish it, and I believe she'll start to get some and ones.
And Marina Grado for Gateway has been also on a lot of side, though we've seen spurts of it because, of course, Gateway, they've done hockey changes, line changes, platoon slumps, you name it, they've done it.
Yeah, again, sharing the ball with Grado from the point position, aggressive on the perimeter, shooting some threes, getting some baskets inside, going to the free throw line. You want to be aggressive. You don't want your offense just to be stale. You want to make sure things are running smoothly.
And another person, though, we talked about Pinckney, Dynasty Shagog, who's going to Cal PA, Division II powerhouse. Yeah. You've sung her praises a lot
tonight.
I'm
totally excited about her. I love her build. I love her aggressiveness. She's not afraid to go to the basket. A good thing for her, she can bring the ball out to the perimeter. And again, as I stated earlier, for the defense, you got to play someone who's that tall from the out to the end, and she can finish.
So we're almost out of time here for the halftime report. What are you looking for out of Woodland Hills in the second half?
Yeah, Pinckney to finish more in the post.
And what about for Gateway?
For the perimeter players to score more, Grado, and get the ball more inside to Shagog.
Absolutely. Still got more time? Yep. We can wrap up?
We'll be right back after these messages.
Second half action underway here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Doubleheader tonight of basketball, Woodland Hills boys, Woodland Hills girls. The boys coming later tonight at 7:30 as a turnover.
Yeah, good defense by Pinckney on Shegog, but you can tell again. I like Shegog's footwork.
So it's done.
Excuse me.
Back to Walter. Walter gets out of the double. Pinckney, corner three for Vasquez, and that one goes.
Yeah, Vasquez is another player who's been aggressive both inside and outside. Again, looking at Pinckney on that last play in college, she's going to have to shoot that. That's a 13 to 15-foot shot that was wide open for her.
5 points for Vasquez as we're all knotted up at 17. Both teams trying to get a little bit of the kinks out of the offenses so far. That one doesn't go for Grado, and it'll go to Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills with the opportunity to take their first lead of the night on this possession.
Both teams have come out more deliberate. That was actually a good offensive set for Gateway. You can actually see the offense setting itself up.
So Walter and Dunn, they've played hot potato with the ball as they get over the line. New player in, Fisher. Inside Pinckney, spins to the hole, couldn't get that one to go. Vasquez on the rebound. Vasquez skying shot over to Pinckney. Pinckney, she's triple. Pinckney. And no call foul.
I think they called jump ball on that one.
They called jump
ball on that one, tie up.
Correction on that. Jump ball, possession arrow, Woodland Hills. Fisher over to Walter. Cross-court pass to Dunn. Vasquez, she'll go on the drive. Floater. And that one skitters in for Woodland Hills' first lead of the night.
Yeah, so Vasquez and Pinckney, they work well together. Just like to see Pinckney take a few more 5-foot to 12-foot shots inside the paint.
Vasquez, the freshman, Pinckney, the senior, so the future is still bright in the post for Woodland Hills.
Pass the baton. Pass the baton.
Second foul on Vasquez as Oliver will go to the line.
So this was an area that both teams struggled in the first half at the free throw line. So let's see as they move back this second half.
And the first one goes for Jyla Oliver. That's her first point of the night. And lost between the excitement is the fact that we have a section matchup, a Section 4 matchup, and the winner of this is going to take the lead. So it's Dunn. Dunn underneath the hoop.
Yeah, you can see her set that up. They gave her baseline. She kept her eye on the basket. Nice soft finish.
7 points for Dunn.
So don't reach. You don't want to see a reach there.
Shagog on the drive. That one doesn't go as suddenly Woodland Hills getting a little bit of heat on defense. That ball's stolen. Inside pass, Shagog. Blocked by Pinckney.
Yeah,
what a foul.
Unfortunately, Pinckney just got her jersey number, 4 fouls there. That's her fourth one. In that case, you just want to go with hands.
So substitution ready to come in to relieve Pinckney. Again, 4 fouls, a fifth, and she will foul out.
Yeah, you know, when good players know how to play with 3 fouls, especially when your coach starts you that second half, sometimes you just got to bail out. Bail out so you can be in it to finish it in that fourth quarter.
Hope Haskins in for Pinckney. And a timeout called.
Yeah, 30-second timeout. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Williams comes out with because they have Pinckney out. So what will they work to do on that offensive and defensive end? I would imagine on the offensive end, you know, if he doesn't sub Shagog out, that they would just pound the ball inside and let her go to work. And on the defensive end, that they'll just, you know, kind of clog up the paint because you still have Vasquez out there doing her thing inside and outside.
So has there really been anything that changed between how Woodland Hills attacks them on defense and offense?
No, there's been no difference. They've still pressed them a little. Half court set, they're going from their zone to their man. So they're pretty steady with what they've done in the first half. Same with Gateway on their end. They're still coming on their 1-2-2 full court. The goal in this 1-2-2 is to trap the sides. They have yet to be able to trap the side, but that's the goal right there. That's it right there. That's where you want to trap the ball, right? You don't want to reach, but that's a perfect trap. You got the sideline and the ball in that left hand. That's a perfect place for a trap.
What's the funkiest trap you've ever seen? Like, for example, in hockey, there's the 1-3-1. I guess that could be 1-2-2. As Vasquez drives in, that one doesn't go.
Yeah, I actually like the trap in the ball. Like Woodland Hills did that the first half, where every pass that your post player and your guard traps the ball. Like that is what players don't expect. Because at the high school level, most players get a pass and boom, right away they put the dribble down.
Inside, Hopkins gets that one to go.
Yeah, she got that to roll in. However it goes in, we don't care as coaches. We just wanted to go in.
And suddenly, in relief of Pinckney, 4 points for Hope Hopkins. For 3, that one doesn't go. Back the other way goes Woodland Hills. Jasmine Fisher over to the other Jasmine. Dunn. Back to Fisher in the corner. That one off the side of the hoop and out of bounds.
So it's a good penetration by Dunn and pass. I love the penetrate and pass. Right now, when the defense pulls on you, it's pull it back out.
Corner pass to Dunn. Over to Hopkins, rattled out.
Good looking shot by Hawkins.
The other way, Diala Oliver, and she'll go to the line.
Both teams are getting more to the foul line early in this second half, and they're actually converting more so than they did in the first half.
Third foul on Vasquez as the bigs for Woodland Hills are getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, their front court's starting to mount up in fouls. You already got Pinckney on the bench. What's 4?
But they don't have to worry about it because they have another 6-footer in Hopkins who could step right back in.
Right.
And Vasquez.
So again, you see that's the trap area.
In the corner.
We call that a dead zone. You got the baseline and the sideline, and the player stopped their dribble. Vasquez stopped their dribble.
It almost reminded me of Chris Webber in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Accidentally calling the timeout in that one national championship game with the Fab Five.
Yeah, those are images that most of us remember. But you learn from those mistakes, right? You learn from those. It's hard to forget that it happened when you're the player, but you learn from that. And obviously, Chris Webber, in that situation years ago, learned from it, had a wonderful NBA career, and now is a remarkable color analyst for ESPN.
And it's one of those things that you just grow up hearing about. Unfortunately, I wasn't born to see that moment, but
you missed
it's
it.
one of those things that you just
good.
know.
Yeah.
It's in
National
lore.
championship, and there's a lot of pressure. People don't understand. It's easy to sit here in the stands and coach. But, if you're one of the 5 out there on the floor, you got to be concentrated and know what's going on. That's where you can stay in tune to what's happening inside the huddle.
So it's done for Woodland Hills, up 2. 4.5 minutes gone. 3.5.
Gateway changed their press from a 1-2-2 to a 2-2-1.
It's Fisher. Fisher inside. Hopkins, that one rolls out. So Dynasty Shagog brings it up. Over to Grado.
So Jersey's the offensive that was just called. Let's see what that looks like. So double screen on the low block inside to Shagog.
Nice defense by Hopkins. Ball on the floor and a jump ball. But a timeout called by Williams.
Well, they granted the call, but again, You know, if you're watching this game at home, you can see that Gateway in practice, they are all over the ball. And there's just been a technical call on Coach Pitts. I guess his intensity got a little bit more than the official wanted.
The kids on the sideline are loving it.
Yeah, I think what happened that they granted Coach Williams his timeout, and Coach Pitts was like, wait a minute, nobody had the ball. So his intensity rose higher than they appreciated. You know, again, this is the first game back in months. You know, you're just excited to be back, and you get back in that coaching mode, right? And you want your players to feed off of your energy.
You can see it. You can see the coach in you, just your eyes bugging out. You're going, like, man, you just love this.
Yeah, when you've done something your whole life, and it's just a part of you. You know, from player to coach to broadcaster, it never stops.
So 3:47 left in the third period. Woodland Hills up to 23-21. Technical free throws coming.
Yeah, both teams have definitely done a better job at the free throw line this half. And perhaps we'll have our second tie of the night.
So technical 2 for Margolis, and that one doesn't work out. So 1 for 2 at the line for Margolis, and the technical free throw gets it within 1.
Yeah. So it's going to come down to taking care of the basketball because the turnovers are still high, and most of them are unforced. A lot of dribbling inside with the defense.
For 3, that one doesn't go. Skying is Hopkins, and Fisher got it. Fisher all the way, but blocked. Margolis, nice cleanup on the defensive end.
Yeah, that was good defense.
On our opposite number 2 for Woodland Hills. So it's Walter over to Fisher, now to Dunn, back to Fisher. Inside Hopkins. Not this time. Fisher gets it back, Dunn. Over to Fisher in the corner. No, but Dunn gets it back on the offensive rebound. Turnaround shot doesn't work. Hopkins, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, so if you're looking at, that's about 5 or 6 shots, offensive shots that Woodland Hills was able to get, which means there's not much boxing out and a lot of reaching for the ball.
Somewhere the Bad Boys Pistons are just loving it. Teams that, or even the 04 Pistons, just relentless offensive pressure for the rebounds and stuff like that.
It still worked out. I mean, the foul was called. Hawkins gets to the line to shoot 2. She has 1 more. Hopefully she'll finish this.
Not this time.
And again, Woodland Hills beats Gateway to the ball, to the loose ball.
No one around for 3. That one doesn't go. Walter, her first shot, a little short. Margolis behind the back play, gets across the timeline. Back to Margolis. On the drive, rolled out for her as Hopkins gets the rebound. So now Jasmine Dunn. Walter. Fisher covered by Margolis. Back to Walter. Covered by Oliver. Walter.
So the dribbling is what I talked about earlier. You want to go somewhere with your dribble. I mean, they were fortunate not to get a turnover, but way too much dribbling by Walter.
Hopkins has just been a terror on the glass for Gateway in favor of Woodland Hills.
It's working out for her. I'm not sure how much she's being aggressive for it to get the ball, but it doesn't matter because the ball's falling right in her hands, and she's aggressive enough to take it back up.
Second foul on Weissketcher. So So now another platoon slump for Gateway.
You know, both these teams are going to be good for quite a while. They only have 2 seniors between both teams.
That one goes for Hopkins. It's now a 24-22 game in favor of Woodland Hills. So it's Margolis. Stolen by Hopkins.
Yeah,
as she
Hopkins has been
continues her defensive pursuit.
She's been silent defender out there.
Done over to Fisher, inside Hopkins. Off the glass. Scramble for the ball, possession arrow to Gateway.
So Hawkins is listed also at 6 feet, but she's doing some work down in the paint. She's putting in the work.
Stolen the other way, Walter on the fast break. Off the glass and in.
Nice finish. I like the control she had on that fast break off that steal.
So under a minute left in this third period of play. Woodland Hills up 4, 26-22. Back up top, Margolis for 3. That one bounces out as Hopkins skies for another rebound. And on the drive is
know
done.
Your time. Nice hesitation, nice hesitation. But you got to know how much time you have.
Margolis stolen by Fisher. Fisher off the glass and in.
Good finish. Good hard drive.
For 3, Margolis. That one bounces out as Hopkins again with another rebound.
So Hawkins is totally the glass cleaner right now. I mean, she's just wiping both sides in the middle of the glass on the rebounds. Again, I'm going to say she's been in the right place at the right time. I'd love to see her go after the ball a little bit more aggressive off the rebound. But nonetheless, her stats, her rebounding's been tenacious out there.
14 seconds left as Woodland Hills looks to hold for the final shot. Done. Done on the drive. Not enough time for the corner shot.
Oh.
Von Pitts wanted that one to count. I guess the earlier shot we thought was
Well, he counted it. He counted the basket.
They counted it.
He counted it. So now I'm going to say that both teams, they both got one. He clearly counted that basket. Wow. Wow.
So I guess it's just like that in the WPIAL.
Well, and again, everybody's getting their kinks out, including the officials. Officials, coaches, and players. Everybody's getting the kinks out game 1. Wow.
I mean, you'll take it. So
Yeah.
as we end the third period of play, it's Woodland Hills up 8. The score is the Wolverines 30 and the Gators 22.
Yeah, like I said, both coaches, Coach Williams for Gateway, he got one that he didn't like at the end that was good. And Coach Pitts, he got one at the end that wasn't, that no one liked. So everything's even, except the score.
Well, stick with us, folks, because this game's looking like it could be another one of those close matchups in girls basketball.
Yeah, the flow of the game has been inside post play for Woodland Hills and perimeter shooting for Gateway. Then both teams coming out in the fourth quarter, I think the team that's able to control the ball and commit less turnovers or to be that team that's able to hold on. And again, those free throws are going to be extremely important as the quarter ends.
So it's Walter inbounding to Dunn as we begin this fourth period of play.
See, Pinckney is still on the bench, which is a good decision.
But Vasquez is out, and she has 3 fouls, stolen by Margolis. And they'll call a block on Jasmine Dunn. That's her first.
Yeah, it's the ball control that I just mentioned. Being able to take care of the ball, minimizing the turnovers.
Corner 3, that one doesn't go. So it's Walter. Over in the corner, Vasquez. Vasquez went baseline.
Yeah, Woodland Hills, their guards, Walter, Dunn, and Fisher, they all have nice handles, nice and low to the court.
Hopkins, not this time. Fought by Vasquez, saves it too.
This is where you set up your offense. Make sure everybody's where they need to be. Don't just run helter-skelter.
Dunn for 3, that one off. Hard fought rebound by Fisher, but the ball stolen. Back the other way goes Gateway. Jordan. That one out of bounds.
Yeah, Jordan took it to the basket. Didn't get nothing called, but she didn't hesitate.
So it's Hopkins. Walter for 3. That one bounces out. Fought for the rebound, and Weiskircher gets it, and she'll bring it up. Margolis over the timeline, over to Jordan. Had it stolen away from her, and that's Fisher fighting all the way for it, and it'll remain a Woodland Hills ball.
She ripped that ball out of her hands, and Fisher was going after that. That was hers. And great job.
And a timeout.
So I think because they're at home is the only reason why Coach Williams got away with coming all the way out to half court for that timeout. Otherwise, that may not have worked out well. Wow.
So right now, as we take a look on the scoreboard right now, Carmen Vasquez leads all Woodland Hills players with 8. And the combination of Pope Hopkins and Vasquez, even though Vasquez is a little bit in foul trouble herself, has really buoyed Woodland Hills with Pinckney almost 1 foul away from fouling out.
Right. Yeah, they've done, Vasquez and Hawkins, they've done a great job controlling the post. They've done a great job controlling the glass. And they've been able, when they got the rebound, they've been able to secure the ball and make that good outlet pass to get the ball up court. So they've done a great job on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. You know, just got to go with more hands opposed to, we've seen a lot of blocks tonight. They haven't been called for fouls, but really just help yourself out. Hands straight up, you know, miss shot, get the ball, keep the ball in play.
We're always taught in basketball to keep your hands high and keep your hands active. And
Right.
for both teams, really, they've been able to get their hands on the ball even if the pass manages to get through. More often than not, there was a hand touch.
A lot of deflections tonight. If you're keeping deflections as a step person, all these players have at least 1 or 2 deflections. So that's a tough pass, a cross-court pass, but nonetheless, she made it over there.
Dunn.
So this is where Dunn has to run her off, and she just got away with what looked like a double dribble. But I'm just going to do my job.
Step back shot works.
They counted that as a 2.
So it's Grado over in the corner. Margolis for 3. That one doesn't work. Grado fighting for the rebound with Dunn. Dunn gets it. Dunn fighting to get the pass off. And a timeout called by Vaughn Pitts. As this time he gets the timeout. Earlier, it was Williams he was upset for, and it caused him with a technical. This time it works out.
Yeah, very good recognition by seeing what his team was in trouble. They didn't know what was happening, so he bails the whole team out, calms everything down with the timeout. Great recognition. That's what head coaches do. That's the job.
So I guess the theme of this game is that if you don't like it, just wait around a little bit. It'll happen for you.
Yeah, that's a good start of our theme for tonight's game, absolutely. We got inside for Woodland Hills and perimeter play for Gateway. That's good.
Oh, so it's a 10-point game. And as Woodland Hills down a little bit earlier in the score, they left the first quarter with the score 10-4, and they went into halftime 17-14. So gradually the offense has come to life a little bit for Woodland Hills.
Yeah, I think the perimeter players, the combination of Fisher, Walter, and Dunn, they've been able to open up the inside by making some baskets on the perimeter. And as we talked about earlier, Hawkins has really come in and contributed.
So on the reset, 5:40 left in the fourth period. Woodland Hills up 10. So Dunn, 2 Gators awaiting at the timeline.
So Tyler, we'll have to
2.
wait to see when Pinckney comes back in. You got coming up under 5 minutes. We'll wait to see when he brings her back. Coach Pitts brings her back.
I suspect probably the 3-minute mark.
Well, I suspect the next possession.
Oh. And so in the corner, Margolis, that one doesn't go. Hopkins filled in admirably for Pinckney. And the ball out of bounds, as now she'll get her chance to get right back into the game.
Yeah, Hawkins is only a freshman. Well, she has a lot of good basketball ahead of her. She showed some really good, had a very good performance tonight. She's only a freshman.
They have 2 freshmen at 6 feet
Yeah.
to replace a senior at 6 feet.
Yeah, high school, that's a good size at the high school level.
Shagog inside. Not this time, but she'll go to the line.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, she's not afraid. She's aggressive. She goes really hard, just has to be a little softer and kiss it off that glass when she gets to the rim.
So Hopkins joins the little bit of foul trouble party right now as Vasquez with 3, Hopkins with 3, and Pinckney with 4.
Yeah, that's not quite a party you want to be invited to, but if you get there, you just want to stay. You don't want to leave the party with 5. Finish the party with 4.
So a rare complete trip at the line in this game for Dynasty Shagog. As now she's got 7.
Again,
Vasquez doubled.
she didn't use her dribble. There you go. Yeah. So Gateway did a good job keeping Vasquez on that sideline. And you see they got it back, but you really want to dribble yourself out of that.
Pinckney couldn't handle that one as it's stolen,
Good recognition on the pass up.
but the layup is blown.
Pavlik couldn't finish it.
And Hopkins gets that one to go.
I'm telling you, Hawkins has been the silent assassin for the Wolverines tonight.
She's got 7 right now. Dunn has played the whole game for Woodland Hills. In the corner, Vasquez for 3. That one goes.
Yeah, they
Carmen
definitely
Vasquez.
opened up a lead here. Gave themselves some breathing room. That was a well-played offensive series for Woodland Hills.
And so Carmen Vasquez leads all scorers with 11.
Yeah, so you have little dissension over there with Gateway. You know, it's working to get players where they belong, the competitive spirit's coming out. This is what the game is all about. This is why this is a great night to have that ball bouncing in the gym. I tell you, it's exciting times in Western PA.
Well, hopefully the good times continue rolling because right after this, we have the boys coming through.
Right.
Woodland Hills Wolverines boys team versus the Gateway Gators boys team.
Yeah, I imagine the intensity will be even higher in that second game, but we'll finish this one out because this one's totally, the tide has totally changed between Gateway and Woodland Hills girls.
If you want to know how intense that rivalry is, the all-time record between the two teams, 32-30.
Yes.
Last year, one game was in between making the Whitfield playoffs and missing it outright.
There's been some great players that's come through Woodland Hills and Gateway through those series, some great players.
So on the reset, 3:54 left in the fourth period. Woodland Hills up 13 after an inauspicious start that only had them score 4 points in the first quarter. The offense has come alive for the Wolverines. For three, Grado, that one doesn't go. Pinckney tripled again out of the backcourt. Dunn over the timeline. Long pass on to Vasquez. She's feeling it, but not this time. Grado wanted to play that on, but couldn't do it. It's Fisher over to Dunn. Dunn, Woodland Hills.
Yeah, they're being more deliberate in their offense, and they all have great hands. Like the one thing about both teams on the post play, they all have good hands.
Go, Shagog on the drive, and that will be the fourth foul.
Yeah, so
For Hope
she just
Hopkins.
joined the post foul party.
So now the four's company. 4 fouls on number 4, and now 4 fouls on number 1.
Yeah, you know, there's a difference between being aggressive and then just reaching. So, like that foul, you know, she didn't really move her feet, and she came down on the chop. You want to get a foul. If you're going to get one in the post, you want to go up and work to block that. And don't chop the arm off.
So a timeout for Gateway. The score, just under a minute and a half left. Score 43-27, Woodland Hills. And the run's been adding up for Woodland Hills. We went from 7 to 9 to 11, and it's really been led by the trio towers really out there. Between Hopkins and Vasquez, they have 20 points.
Oh, wow. Okay. But, I mean, as I said earlier, Hope Hopkins, she's only a freshman. And I tell you what, this is my first time seeing her. She came in for Peyton Pinckney, who was in foul trouble, totally dominated both ends of the floor.
But you also have to remember, Vasquez is a freshman too.
Mm-hmm.
And they also have a 6'2" sophomore in Guess.
Right.
So it's in a way, Woodland Hills can own the skies here if they want to. It seems that they can swamp out platoons, and they can make it really interesting for teams going into an open Whitfield tournament.
And both of these teams will get better as they are able to continue playing. Hopefully they won't have to pause in their team activities as the season continues to progress.
So Chicago got the line. That one doesn't go. Pinckney with the rebound.
A teacher.
Minute 23 left. Up goes Walter. Cross court to Dunn. Walter, top of the arc, on the G.
So Gateway is
Walter
now
activates.
playing, Woodland Hills is now playing the clock. You're up. You don't need to hurry to get a score.
Up 16. Shagog. 2-pointer doesn't go, as now Guest joins the rebound party. And Dunn will bring it up. 45 seconds left. For 3, Fisher. That one doesn't go. Back the other way goes Bailey. Bailey. Oliver couldn't handle it. but she'll go to the line. Bailey will go to the line. That foul's on Dunn. 33.9 seconds left. Woodland Hills next game, Winchester Thurston at Woodland Hills. And the next game for Gateway is against Penn Hills, another section battle for Gateway as they'll look to get back into the swing of things there.
Yeah, you don't have room to breathe now. The season is on and it gets hotter as the games continue.
Oliver gets them both. So Woodland Hills playing for time as Walter brings it over the line.
Nice low dribble for Walters.
Not this time. Gets the rebound, Pinckney. And that time.
Nice power up. Nice power move up. And that was the other sophomore, 6'2", Sierra Guest, number 10. She didn't make it. But again, they dominated the post.
So Pinckney has 7. Final seconds down for Woodland Hills, and that will do it. The final score, Woodland Hills 45, Gateway 29. Woodland Hills allowing only 5 points in that fourth quarter of play. So the defense goes the other way for Woodland Hills. Gateway was the #1 defensive team in WPIAL 5A, and now here comes Woodland Hills.
Yeah, I thought Woodland Hills did a much better job on the offensive end in controlling the ball and not turning the ball over. Therefore, they got some nice shots inside, and the difference with their shot, they were finishing.
So player of the game, I think you have to go for, it's Carmen Vasquez, as she led the way scoring-wise for Woodland Hills, but also you have to give a hat tip to Hope Hopkins, who came in when Peyton Pinckney was in foul trouble, and she made 4 fouls just like Pinckney, but fortunately, no one got fouled out despite of it.
Right.
So we'll take a short little break here as we'll prepare for our next game. It's the Woodland Hills boys team taking on the Gateway Gators boys team, and we'll be back on the Roxamore Sports Network.